Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to Bald Guy Sports Games. My name is Jerry, and today we are resuming the
Hello there, everyone. Welcome to
1975.
Bald Guy Sports Games. My name is Jerry.
Sorry about that. We're doing the 1975 baseball playoff that I'm doing, and I will show you what the bracket looks like at this. So, yesterday we played the Baltimore Orioles and the Texas Rangers. Baltimore came out on top in that series. And today we are playing the Los Angeles Dodgers, who come in with an 88-74 record, versus the Oakland Athletics, the number 2 seed in the tournament, at a 98-64 record. Oakland is the highest seed left in the tournament, as the Cincinnati Reds lost in a previous round to the Philadelphia Phillies in the third round. So right now, the Philadelphia Phillies and the Cleveland Indians have advanced, and Baltimore is awaiting the winner of the LA Dodgers and Oakland Athletics series. So we might as well go ahead and get started with this. So I have everything down here. I think you should be able to see pretty much everything. And I will go ahead and start the game. So today we are the pitchers are Andy Messersmith for the Dodgers. He's an A+8. And he's going up against Vida Blue, who's a B+7 for the Oakland Raiders. I mean, Oakland Raiders, for the Oakland Athletics. So let's go ahead and see what this is going to start off with. So uh, Oakland, since they have the best record, is the home team. We are playing in a neutral park. Oakland Alameda County Coliseum is a neutral park, and so the Dodgers will be at the plate first. So let's see what happens now. So we're looking at a 3-5-6. A 3-5-6 for the is a fielding team flashy. So is Oakland flashy? No, they are not. Grounder over the bag will score at least one run. So we will see what that looks like on the run chart. That's a 45 on the run chart. So they're going to score 2 runs. So the Dodgers score 2 runs. And that is going to be on 3 hits. And the Dodgers take first blood here in the first inning, 2-0 against Vida Blue. So let's see if the Oakland Athletics can answer. That is a 1-3-4. So a 1-3-4. That's a swing and strikeout. Gets by the catcher, but he throws out the runner to end the inning with no runs on no hits. So we head to the top of the second inning, and the LA Dodgers are leading 2-0. That is a 1.66. So a 1.66 pitcher grade A or higher. So Oakland's pitcher is a B+. So that is not the case. This is going to fall in for extra bases and some runs scored. So let's see what that looks like. That's 52. So the Dodgers are going to add 2 more runs onto the score on 2 hits, and the Dodgers take a 4-0 lead after their first 2 at bats. So we'll see what Oakland can counter with. Let's say 3-5-6. A 3-5-6 for the Athletics. Fielding team flashy. Are the Dodgers flashy? No, they are solid. So grounder over the bag will score. So looks like Oakland's going to counter. Let's see how many runs they counter with. 53. So they're going to score 2 runs in the bottom half of the second inning. And they do that on a total of 4 hits. And the score stands going to the top of the third. It's 4-2 LA. And the Oakland Athletics close the gap a little bit. The Dodgers counter with a 1-3-5. 1-3-5 is the second baseman snags a line drive to end the inning. No runs on 1 hit. And no damage is done from the Dodgers in the top of the third inning. The Athletics counter with a 2-4-6. So a 2-4-6 is going to be a hit hard and far. That ball isn't coming back. That is a home run. So we're going to roll on the home runs and see what that looks like. That's a 61. I think that's going to be pretty significant. 61 on the home run chart. That is going to be a 3-run home run. So the Athletics will take the lead 5-4. Let's see who hit that home run for the Athletics. 25. So that's Phil Garner with the home run for the Athletics. 3-run homer for Phil Garner. And the Athletics take a 5-4 lead heading into the top of the fourth inning. That's a 2-3-4 for the Dodgers. 2-3-4 is going to be weak batting team. They are not a weak batting team. They are strong, in fact. Is it a tough pitcher? Vida Blue is not rated tough. So that could be, it will be a home run for the LA Dodgers. So let's see what that looks like. Man, defense is not happening here today. That's a 23. So that is going to be a 1-run home run, solo shot. Let's see who hit that for the LA Dodgers. 63. 63 for the LA Dodgers. That is Willie Crawford, the right fielder. Willie Crawford, the right fielder, hits a solo shot, but that ties the game at 5 heading into the bottom of the 4th inning. So with both of their aces on the mound, this game is getting out of hand quickly when it comes to runs. Let's see what Oakland can do to counter. That's a 3-5-6. So a 3-5-6 is going to be grounder over the bag will score at least 1 run. So let's see what Oakland will do. That's a 43. So that's 1 run on 2 hits. And Oakland jumps out now to a 6-4 lead or a 6-5 lead. And we are heading to the top of the 5th with the score 6-5. Hey John, thanks for coming by, buddy. Appreciate that and appreciate the kind words. Yeah, I thought I would try this streaming thing. I have a board game channel that I do a lot of streaming on, so I thought I would bring it to the sports game genre and see what that looks like. So thanks again for stopping by. If you haven't subscribed, pass us along, all that YouTube stuff. So we are heading to the top of the 5th inning, and it is Oakland 6 and the Dodgers 5. So let's see what LA can do. LA is going to come in with a 2-5-6, a 2-5-6 for the Dodgers. Pitcher fields the ball, tosses for the end of the inning. No runs on 1 hit, and Oakland will come to the plate. That's a 1-4-6. 1-4-6 for Oakland is a pitching grade C or higher, or C or lower. No, it's higher. They're an A plus. First baseman will take the ball to the bag for himself. No runs on no hits, and we head to the top of the 6th inning. The score still stands. Oakland 6 and the Dodgers 5. So let's see what the Dodgers can do here in the top of the 6th. That's a 1-2-6 for the Dodgers. Easy ground to the second baseman will end the inning. No runs on no hits. So Oakland comes to the plate with that nice 2-run cushion or 1-run cushion, and we'll see what that looks like here. That's a 2-4-4 for the Athletics, a 2-4-4. First baseman takes it to the bag for the final out. No runs on no hits. And we head to the top of the 7th inning. So the Dodgers come to the bag. That is a 1-2-2. A 1-2-2 for the Dodgers. Fielder's choice following the walk ends the inning on no runs and 1 hit. So we are at the 7th inning stretch. We have Oakland leading 6-5. It looks like both Vida Blue will be done at the end of this inning, and Messerschmidt can go 8 innings. So Vida Blue is going to be done here at the end of this inning. So Oakland comes to the plate. Let me make sure I get that in there. That is a 1-2-5 for Oakland. 1-2-5. Pitcher covers first and with the ground out, and there's no runs on no hits. And we get to the top of the 8th inning. Oakland, Vida Blue will leave the game. The bullpen will come in. It's a B+ bullpen for Oakland. So we'll see if they can keep LA down and try to take this first game. So LA comes up with there's our first clutch at bat possibly. So we're going to look and see who that looks like it could be. So who's going to be our clutch at bat? It's going to be 24 for the Dodgers. That's Steve Garvey with the possible clutch bat attempt. He's an A. He's going against a bullpen of a B plus. So he is going to need a 51 to come through in the clutch. Let's see what that looks like. And he does not come through in the clutch. And that is a fielder's choice ground out, ends the inning on no runs and 1 hit. So Garvey cannot come up with the clutch hit for the Dodgers. Now, we're in the 8th inning, so it looks like Oakland will, yeah, the Dodgers still are with Messerschmidt, so he's okay there. That's a 3-4-5 for Oakland. A 3-4-5 for Oakland. That's going to be fielder's choice. Bobbles the easy grounder. Is it an error? The decider dice needs to be an odd number. It is not an odd number, so there's no error. He recovers. No runs on no hits. And we head to the top of the 9th inning, folks, and the Dodgers need some help. Right now, Oakland is leading 6-5. Oakland will come in with their closer. Raleigh Fingers will enter the game. He's an A+1 pitcher, so Raleigh Fingers will come into the game to see if he can shut down the Dodgers. The Dodgers get a 1-2-2. A 1-2-2. Let's see what that looks like. That's a fielder's choice ball, and the walk ends the inning. No runs on no hits, and that is the end of the first game in this best of 5 series. The Oakland Athletics win 6-5. They get 4, 6, 8 hits to the Dodgers 6 hits. And folks, we are going to game 2 in this series. The way we do these series is it is a best of 5 in the second round and the third round. Then the championship will be a best of 7. So we are staying in Oakland for game number 2. So let's run down the starters there. The Dodgers will start off with Doug Rauch. He's an A-graded pitcher with 7 innings. And Oakland will counter with Ken Holzman, who's a B+ and 7 innings. But he also has a possibility of being tough. So there's a Dodger fan in the house. So I grew up in Albuquerque, so I was a Dodger fan most of my younger life. I listened to Vin Scully because of the AAA farm team, the Dukes. But when the Colorado Rockies came around, I became a Colorado Rockies fan. So I've been a Rockies fan ever since their inception. And let's just say the Dodgers have had a little more success than my Rockies have had. But hey, thanks for joining. Do the YouTube stuff if you can. Pass this along to your friends, all that cool stuff. So we're going to go ahead and get started here in the second game. The Dodgers will come to the plate first. That's a 3-5-6 for the Dodgers to start off. So Oakland is not a flashy defensive team, so the Dodgers are going to get things started with a grounder over the bag for at least 1 run will score. Let's see if they can score more. That's a 52, so it looks like they're going to score 2 runs on 3 hits, and the Dodgers, again, come out of the gates hot, just like they did last game. 2 runs on 3 hits, and they take the early lead. Oakland will see if they can counter. That's a 1-5-6 for the Athletics. So 1-5-6 is going to get us a routine grounder to the third baseman, inning over, no runs on no hits. So the Dodgers have that early 2-0 lead, and let's see if they can build on that. That's a 1-1-2 for the Dodgers. Is the pitcher grade A plus? A plus. So we're going to look at Ken Holzman is not an A plus. So guess what, folks? A sharply hit grounder will score some more runs for the Dodgers. Let's see how many runs that will be. It's going to be 32, so that is going to score 1 more run. So they're going to go to 3 runs, and let's see on how many hits. And that is going to be 3 runs. 1 run on 2 hits. And now the Dodgers lead 3-0. They have 5 hits for the game so far off of Ken Holzman. Let's see if Oakland can counter here. That's a 2-3-5 for Oakland. A 2-3-5 is going to be, he goes down swinging to end the inning. So the Athletics are not swinging a good bat here to start off the second game. They do have the 1-game lead, though, from the series. The Dodgers come up. They've got a 3-4-6. 3-4-6. Fielding team flashy. They are not flashy. So guess what? Grounder over the bag will score at least 1 run. Let's see how many, see if they possibly can get more runs. That's a 54. That is going to get them 3 runs. So the Dodgers score 3 more runs on 3 hits. And the Dodgers have taken a 6-0 lead right now, 6-0, as they head into the bottom of the third inning. And the Dodgers are on fire at this time. Oakland comes in with a 1-2-2, a 1-2-2. So that is going to be fielder's choice. Following the walk ends the inning. No runs on 1 hit. And we head to the top of the fourth inning with the Dodgers well in control of this game, 6-0. The Dodgers come up with a 2-4-5. A 2-4-5 is going to be Pitchers Park. We are not in a Pitchers Park. It is a neutral park. Are they a weak batting team? They are not. So the ballpark will not contain the blast. That is a home run for the LA Dodgers. Let's see who hits that home run. Or let's see first how big a blast it was. A 21. That's going to be a solo shot. And that solo shot is from 14 for the Dodgers. And that is going to be Steve Yeager with the home run. So Steve Yeager hits the home run. And he gives the Dodgers a 7-0 lead heading into the bottom of the fourth inning. The Dodgers are frustrated after yesterday's loss, and they are pouring it on today here in Oakland. Oakland counters with a 3-4-6, a 3-4-6. So he misplays the ball and scrambles to recover. Is that an odd number? It is not. So he recovers, no runs on no hits, and we head to the top of the fifth inning with the Dodgers well in control of this game. It's a 2-2-3 for the Dodgers. Outfielder makes a jogging catch, and the inning is over. No runs on 1 hit. And that is the first inning the Dodgers have not scored a run in this game. Yeah, the Dodgers are on fire. It's a cool game. It's look, it's quick and easy. Uh, enough stats to keep it fun. I mean, I wouldn't want to play a whole season doing this, but it's kind of fun doing these tournaments and everything. And, with the PDFs being so cheap and everything, you can kind of play and have some fun with it. All the rules and everything are, free. So it's kind of cool. Get to play. So I play a lot of APBA baseball. So, and then I've also just purchased Action PC baseball. So I'm redoing the Rockies season in 2007 on that. So this is just a fun kind of beer and pretzel kind of game, but it is a lot of fun. I have really enjoyed it so far. We're going Oakland in the bottom of the fifth. They need to get something started here. That's a 4-6-6, so that's a good way to start. So that could be a clutch at bat. Let's see who could get the opportunity for a clutch. That's a 22 for Oakland, and that is Joe Rudy. He's a B. He's going up against an A pitcher. So he needs a 54 for this to be a clutch hit. He gets a 26, so it is not a clutch at bat. And he popped up to the infield, caught for the third out, no runs on no hits. I mean, on 1 hit, and that was the Oakland A's needed something to happen there, and it does not happen, and they do not score. So they are held scoreless through 5, and the Dodgers come to the plate in the top of the 6th. That is a 1-3-6 for the Dodgers. Shortstop fires the first to end the inning. No runs on no hits. It's the second inning in a row the Dodgers have not scored, but they still lead comfortably 7-0. Bottom of the 6th inning for Oakland. That's a 1-4-4 for the Athletics. Is the pitcher grade lower than a D? No. So batter fans on a breaking ball to end the inning. No runs on no hits. And we head to the top of the 7th inning. Both pitchers will come out of the game after this inning, and they will go to the bullpens. We may not take out. No, Rao may not have to come out because he is pitching a gym. No run so far. So I don't know if I rolled all those. So let's redo that. The umpire stops playing and says to resume. So the Dodgers come up with a 2-3-6. A 2-3-6. That is going to be strong batting team. Are they a strong batting team? They are a strong batting team, or they could be. They are with the die. So that is, it is hit high, it is hit far, and that is a home run for the LA Dodgers. Let's see what type of homer that is. That's a solo shot. And let's see who hit that baby. 23. That is another home run by Steve Yeager. So he hits 2 home runs today. And the Dodgers have an 8-0 lead heading into the bottom of the seventh. So we'll listen to the seventh inning stretch and then head into the bottom of the seventh. The Oakland Athletics need to make something happen, or they're heading back to LA tied 1-1, with the Dodgers being able to end the series in LA if they could sweep. The Athletics come up with a 2.56. A 2.56 is a, let's go down here to 2.56. Pitcher fields the ball, tosses the first to end the inning, and we are through 7 innings, and the score is way out of whack for the Dodgers. So the Dodgers have 8 runs, the Athletics have 0, and right now the bullpen will come in for the A's. They are a B+ rated bullpen. And the Dodgers greet them with a clutch at bat opportunity. So we'll see if that's a clutch at bat. It is a 55, the clutch at bat for number 55 would be Jim Wynn. He's a D. So he's going up against a B+ pitcher. He's a D. They will need a 55 here, folks, to get a clutch at bat. And they get it. They get a clutch AB with 65. So that is going to be, let's see how many runs score for that. That's a 44. So 1 run will score on 2 hits. And the Dodgers just keep pouring it on. They greet the bullpen with a run. And it is now 9-0 heading into the bottom of the 8th inning. That is a 3-3-3. So go to the game day drama table. So we're going to get some drama here and see what this is. So now we're at the game day drama. So we roll 2 dice on this chart. That's a 1-3. Routine fly balls dropped by the outfielder, error, and the run score. So the Oakland Athletics will have some runs scored. Let's see how many runs will score. That's a 34 on the run chart. 34 on the run chart. And that is going to be 1 run scores on 2 hits. And let's see who committed that error for the Dodgers. That error was committed 32. Davey Lopes at second base commits the error and allows Oakland to get on the board. It is now 9-1 heading to the top of the 9th inning. The Dodgers will come in with their bullpen, and they are a bullpen of B+. So we will see what this looks like. So the Oakland comes in with their bullpen is a B+, yeah. The Dodgers 2-4-5. It's a 2-4-5, and that is going to be unhittable changeup for a swinging strike 3. And the Dodgers go down in the 9th inning, and they will come in with their bullpen. They're a B+ bullpen to try to get the last 3 outs and to even this series at 1 apiece. The Athletics get a 3-4-4. So they were close to getting a clutch hit. 3-4-4 is a poorest fielding team. The Dodgers are not a poorest fielding team. So that is routine ground out, and to end the inning, no runs on 1 hit. And folks, the Dodgers have evened this series, winning 9-1 on 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 hits. The A's scored 1 run on 5 hits. There was 1 error from 1 error on Oakland. And we are getting on an airplane and heading to LA to play the 3rd game of the series, with the series tied at 1 apiece. So what games do you guys play the most? I see you guys are out there still. What do you guys play the most? I'm going to try, and since we know we're going to go to 4 games, I'm going to go ahead and just get this on here. I usually don't write this out again but we know we're going to go to game 4. We're playing in LA. So they have a chance here to end this in LA, and we will see what that looks like if we get there or when we get there. So all right, we are heading now to game number 3. Oakland is in LA now. Chavez Ravine is packed. The stadium's going crazy. The series is tied 1-1, and the Oakland Athletics will come to the plate first here in game 3. They start off with a 5-6-6. So they start off with a clutch batting opportunity. So we will see what that looks like. 22 for Oakland is Joe Rudy. He's a B. He's going against Don Sutton, who's an A plus. So Don Sutton's an A plus. He's a B. He needs a 55 here for this to be a clutch at bat. He actually does get the clutch at bat. And let's see what that looks like. 63. Wow, that is a 4-run first inning. A 4-run first inning from the Oakland Athletics on 4 hits. And the Oakland Athletics have started the second game off with a bang, taking a 4-0 lead off of Don Sutton, who is pitching for the Dodgers. Inside pitch advance with Digital Diamond Baseball. Yeah, I need to look at those. Redoing the 2024 season. Cool. I've created Powder Blue Sports line of Okay, I need to check that out. Powder Blue Sports. I don't know if I'm familiar with that. I need to go check that out. Drive Time Football, Baseline I would like to try to find a basketball game. I'd really like to have a college basketball game if possible, but I would like to try it out. It seems like to me the ones I've seen the most they take a long time to play, which isn't bad, but I do so many other things with my war game channel and this channel, so it just depends. But yeah, I'll go check that out. John, I'll go Powder Blue Sports. I'll go check that out after we're done playing here. So Oakland bursts out of the gates 4-0 with a huge inning. We'll see if the Dodgers can scrap back in this one. That's a 2-6-6 for the Dodgers. Pitcher fields the ball, tosses over to first. No runs on no hits. And Oakland comes to the plate fresh off that 4-run first inning. We're at a 1-5-6 for Oakland. Routine ground to the third baseman. The inning is over with no runs and no hits. The Dodgers come to the plate. Dodger fans barely got in their seats before Oakland knocked in those first 4 runs. So that's a 1-2-5. 1-2-5. Pitcher covers first base for the end of the inning, and that is no runs on no hits. And we head to the top of the 3rd inning with Oakland leading 4-0. That's a 1-3-4 for Oakland. That's a swinging strikeout. Gets by the catcher, but the catcher throws out the runner at first base, and that is no runs on 1 hit, and the Dodgers go down in the 3rd inning. I'm sorry, Oakland goes down in the 3rd inning. LA comes to the plate. They really need to counter early here. 1-1-4. That's the ball is fair and will fall in for just inside the baseline. Just inside the foul line, and runs will score. Let's see how many runs we'll score for. So it looks like the Dodgers are going to get a little back right now. 35. They're going to get 1 run back on 1 hit, but that closes the gap to 4-1. And the Dodgers are on the board, and the faithful in Chavez Ravine are standing on their feet. I've been playing Powder Blue Sports has created some heart games. I understand that John is working on a baseball game. Some heart games. Hard games? Great games? Great, baby. What's a heart game? Well, all right. We're going to the top of the 4th inning. Oakland leading 4-1. That's a 1-2-4. 1-2-4. Shallow hit fly ball to center field. We're in the inning on no runs and 1 hit. And the Dodgers come to the plate fresh off scoring their 1 run last inning. Great. Okay. Let's see. We've got a 1-2-4. A 1-2-4. That's going to be a shallow fly out. The second baseman's going to drift back and grab that for no runs on no hits. And we head to the top of the fifth inning. Oakland is leading 4-1 in LA. I'm going to have to check out Powder Blue Sports. I made a note of that. I'm going to check that out because I would like to see all my options. 6. He misplays the ball and scrambles to recover. It is an error. 1-1 will score for the Dodgers. Who commits the error for Oakland? At 16. Joe Rudy, the first baseman, commits the error for Oakland and allows the run to score. I'm sorry, for the Dodgers. Man, I'm all mixed up here. That's Steve Garvey commits the error and Oakland scores a run. Oakland will take a 5-1 lead. I'm all flustered here trying to read comments and everything, but I appreciate the comments. So it's 5-1. LA will come to the plate in the bottom of the fifth, needing to make something happen. That's a 3-5-5. A three solid fielding team. So is Oakland a solid fielding team? They are not. This is going to be fielder can't make the play and will be charged with an error. Is there no error? No, there is an error. There is not an error. And they go down no runs on no hits. And Oakland leads 5-1 heading to the top of the sixth inning. That's a 3-5-5 for Oakland. The 3-5-5 that's going to be is the Dodgers a solid fielding team. They are on the die, and that is no runs as a shortstop makes a highlight reel defensive play. The shortstop for the Dodgers is Bill Russell, and he makes a highlight play and keeps a run from scoring. Oakland at 5, the Dodgers at 1. Now let's see if the Dodgers can make something happen here. That's a 2-3-4 for the Dodgers. Is it a weak batting team? They are not a weak batting team. They are strong. Is it a tough pitcher? We're going against Bozeman in this game. And he is not a weak pitcher. So it could be, it will be. That's a home run for the LA Dodgers. So let's see how many runs are scored with that. 22. That is a solo home run. And let's see who hit that solo shot. That's a 15 for the Dodgers. That is Steve Garvey with the solo shot. And the Dodgers are trying to climb back in. It is 5-2 as we head to the top of the seventh inning. 5-2 Oakland. That's a 1-5-6 for Oakland. Routine grounder to the third baseman. The inning is over. No runs on no hits. And we head to the seventh inning stretch. And my camera, let's see if you guys are out there. I'm rebooting. It's the second day in a row that camera's done that. So let's see if we can try to get this going back again. Okay, so we're going to add the source. Let's add the camera, GoPro. Let's see. Well, sorry, folks. I think it's coming back. I think it's coming. Yes, we are back. So minor technical difficulties there. But we head to the bottom of the seventh inning after that strange seventh inning stretch with the technical difficulties. And it is Oakland 5 and the Raiders and the Dodgers 1. The Dodgers counter with a 1-2-5. Pitcher covers first base for the routine out. And we head to the top of the eighth inning. Both bullpens will come into play now. So the Oakland Athletics will come to the plate. The Dodger bullpen is a B+, so they will take over. See what Oakland can do with that bullpen. That's a 3-3-5. Solid fielding team. So defense is solid on, and they are solid. So that is no runs on no hits. And the Dodgers come to the plate in the bottom of the 8th inning, down 5-2. So let's see if they can do something here. That is a 2-3-6 for the Dodgers. A 2-3-6 is going to be strong batting team. They are a solid. Yes, they are a power hitting team. No, strong hitting. So yes, they are. Are they on here? Yes, they are. So that is a home run for the LA Dodgers. So the Dodgers hit another home run. Let's see what kind of home run that is. That's going to be another solo shot for the Dodgers. Let's see who hits that one. That is 65 for the Dodgers. So that is going to be 65. That is going to be Willie Crawford hits that home run. And the Dodgers are now down 5-3 as we head to the 9th inning. So Oakland will come in with their closer. Raleigh Fingers is going to be in the game. So first of all, let's see what the Dodgers can do here. Or let's see what Oakland can do. That is a 3-4-6 for Oakland. He misplays the ball, scrambles to recover. It is an error, and a run scores. That is not what the Dodgers needed. Let's see who committed that error for the Dodgers. That was 53. Willie Crawford commits the error and allows a run to score, and that might do it for the Dodgers. Oakland is now up 6-3, heading into the bottom of the 9th. So the Dodgers are going to need to make something happen big here. Let's see if they can do that. That is a 3-4-6. Misplays the ball, scrambles for the error. There is no error. No runs on no hits, and that is it for the LA Dodgers. And Oakland wins game 3, 6-3 on 8 hits for Oakland and 4 hits for the Dodgers. And we are going to go to game 4 in this series with Oakland now leading 2-1 and could close it out here in game number 4. So we will start. So in game number 4, LA's backs against the wall, so they will counter again with their. They will counter with. Let's see. Don Sutton went the last game. They're going to go with Bert Hooton. He's an A+ pitcher, and they really need him to win. So he's A+7. Oakland is going with Stan. No, it's going with Jim Perry. No, it's going with Stan Bosman. And he is a B+6. All right, so here we go. We're in the game 4. The Dodgers have to win this to keep from being eliminated. So it is a packed house here in Chavez Ravine, and we will see if they can counter with if they can counter the win here. That is a 1-5-6 for Oakland to start off. 1-5-6. That's a routine ground to the third baseman. No runs on no hits, and that's a good start for the Dodgers if you're a Dodger fan and want this series to continue. LA comes to the plate. They're at 2-4-6. 2-4-6 could be hit hard and far. That ball is not coming back. That is a home run. So we will see what. And I'm going to run the home. I'm going to roll the home run dice, and we'll see. Home run is a 55. That is a 2-run home run. The Dodgers hit 2. It is 45 for the Dodgers. That is Ron Say with the home run, with the 2-run home run. And that was on 4. Let's see. That was on 3 hits. So 2 runs or 2-run homer. They score 2 runs on 3 hits for the inning, and the Dodgers get first blood 2-0 as we come to the top of the second inning. That's a 1-3-3 for Oakland. The 1-3-3 is going to get them pitcher grade F. No, it's not. Leadoff walk and stolen base are wasted. No runs and no hits in the top of the second inning for Oakland. Let's see what the Dodgers can do. See if they can keep their roll going. That is a 3-4-6. A 3-4-6 is going to get. He misplays a ball. There's a scramble for the error. It is an error. One more run will score for the Dodgers. And the error is on. Who committed that error for Oakland? 36. And the error is on Sal Bando, the third baseman, commits an error. I love hearing these older names. Kind of cool. The Penguin goes yard. Yes, sir. And so it is now 3-0 as we head into the top of the third inning. It looks like the Dodgers are really hoping for a game 5. Oakland comes in with a 2-3-4. So 2-3-4 for Oakland is a weak batting team. Of course, Oakland is not a weak batting team. Is it a tough pitcher? We are looking at, but he is not a tough pitcher, so that could be, it will be. That is a home run for the Oakland Athletics. So let's see what the Oakland Athletics do here. Uh-oh, that's going to be a big one, folks. 65, that's a multi-home run inning. So we roll again to see how many home runs that is. That's a 12. That's a 2 home run inning. So in those 2 home runs, let's see how many runs are scored. They are let's see, follow the multi-roll on this run score table, adding 1 for each home run. Okay. So we're going to roll. And of course, Oakland is a high scoring team. So they're going to roll. We're going to add 1 for each home run. So the first one is a 34. So that is a 3-run homer. The first one was a 3-run homer. And the second one, 34, was two 2-run homers. So Oakland scores 4 runs on 3 hits, 2-run homers in that inning. And the Oakland Athletics bust onto the scene with 2 big home runs. Let's see who hit those home runs. The first home run was hit by 63 for Oakland. So that's Billy Williams, the DH, hits the first home run. And the second home run was hit by Bert Campaneris, the shortstop. So the Oakland Athletics show why they won 98 games this season by hitting 2-run homers. And guess what, folks? The Oakland Athletics now have a 4-3 lead as we head into the bottom of the third inning. That's a 1-1-4 for the Dodgers. That's the ball's fair and will fall for runs scored, so they will score some runs as well. They are a neutral scoring team, 25. They will score 1 run on 2 hits. And folks, we are tied after 3, and we are heading to the 4th inning tied after 3, 4-4. It looks like both teams want to really win this game, which is an understatement. That's a 3-4-6 for Oakland. A 3-4-6 for Oakland. He misplays the ball and scrambles to recover. There is no error, no runs on no hits. The Dodgers make a good clutch play there. Let's see who recovered. Let's see who made that good play. That was 61 for the Dodgers. So Jim Wynn, the center fielder, makes a good play. He misjudged it, but then came up with the catch. So he did very well there to keep another run from scoring. The Dodgers come to the plate in the bottom of the 4th inning. That's a 2-2-3 for the Dodgers. A 2-2-3. Outfielder makes a jogging catch, and the inning is over. So the fireworks slowed down as we head into the top of the 5th inning with the score tied 4-4. Let's see what the Athletics can do here. That's a 1-3-5 for the Athletics. Second baseman snags a line drive, no runs and no hits to start the 5th inning. Dodgers come to the plate. That's a 1-1-3 for the Dodgers. Batter fans on the outside pitch to end the inning, no runs and no hits. And we go to the 6th inning tied 4-4. So Oakland will come to the plate in the top of the 6th inning. That's a 1-1-2. Is the pitcher a grade A plus? So we're looking at the Dodger pitcher, who is Don Sutton. He is an A plus. So guess what, folks? That's a batter strikes out on high heat. No runs on no hits to start the 6th inning. That A plus came in handy right there. Now we're going to, in fact, that it did because it would have kept runs from scoring. Now we've got a a 2-4-6. A 2-4-6 for the Dodgers. 2-4-6. Hit hard and far. That ball is not coming back. So they hit a home run. Let's see what kind of home run that is. A 53. That is a 2-run home run. So a big blast by the Dodgers in the bottom of the 6th inning. Let's see who hits that home run. 35 for the Dodgers. That is going to be Ron Cey hits his 2nd home run of the game. The Penguin comes up again, and the Dodgers now lead 6-4 as we head to the top of the 7th. So Ron Cey has gone yard again, and the Penguin has hit 2 home runs for the day, and right now is the MVP for the LA Dodgers. So let's see what Oakland can do to counter in the 7th inning. That's a 3-3-5. 3-3-5. Solid fielding team. The Dodgers, a solid fielding team. They are not for this play. The ball glances over the glove, or I'm sorry, solid fielding team. They're not. The ball glances over the glove. There is no error. No runs on no hits for the Oakland Athletics. Now we go to the bottom of the 7th. After the 7th inning stretch, the fans are electric here in Chavez Ravine, and they can sniff a game 5. It's a 1-1-4. A 1-1-4 for the Dodgers. That ball's fair and far, and it just lands short of a home run, but runs will score. Let's see how many runs will score. 56. That is going to be 3 runs will score for the Dodgers in the bottom of the 7th inning. And LA has blown this open. It is now 9-4 as we head into the top of the 8th inning. Both teams are in the bullpens, but the Dodgers have broke this open 9-4. Let's see what Oakland can do. That's a 1-2-2 for Oakland. Fielder's choice following the walk ends the inning. No runs on 1 hit, and Oakland cannot seem to find the answer this afternoon. The Dodgers come to the plate with a 2-5-6. A 2-5-6 is going to be pitcher's fields ball, tosses to first to end the inning. And folks, we head to the top of the 9th. Oakland is down to their last 3 outs, and we could be heading to a game 5 back in Oakland, Alameda County Coliseum. So, but first, the Dodgers need to finish out this one. That is a 1-5-5 for Oakland. The 1-5-5, that is going to give us, are they the home batting team? They are not the home batting team. So visitors are retired in order 1, 2, 3, and that ends the game. The Dodgers win 9-4. Ron Cey hits 2 home runs, and that propels the Dodgers to a deciding game 5 in Oakland. So, folks, we are in Oakland today for game number 5, the ending game of this series. And let's see who the pitchers will be. So the Dodgers, they went with who? They're going to go back to game 1 starter, Andy Messersmith. He is an A+8 for the Dodgers. The Dodgers are going to counter with Vida Blue, game 1 starter as well. And he's a B+7 pitcher. So, folks, this is it. Hey, get back to work. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks again for everything. Thanks for coming out. All right, so folks, we are at the game 5 LA versus the Oakland Athletics in Oakland Calamita Coliseum. County Coliseum. So let's get game 5 started. The winner of this will advance to face the Baltimore Orioles in the next round. So what a start. That's a 666 to start off. Yes, that's a bad number, but it's a good number if you're an LA Dodger fan. So that could be a clutch at bat. Let's see who the clutch at bat could be. 23. That is Steve Garvey. He's an A going up against a B plus pitcher. So a 51 or better, and he gets a clutch hit. And he does not get the clutch hit. And he will fielder's choice ground out, ends the inning, no runs on 1 hit for the Dodgers. So the Dodgers had a chance to start off the game hot and did not come through. So let's see what Oakland can do. That is a 3-4-6 for the Athletics. He misplays the ball and scrambles to recover. Is it an error? It is not an error. No runs on no hits, and we head to the second inning scoreless in this deciding game 5. A 3-4-5 for the Dodgers. Fielder bobbles the easy grounder. However, he recovers for the out, and that is it for the Dodgers in the second inning. It is 0-0 as the Athletics come to the plate in the bottom of the second. That's a 4-5-5. A 4-5-5. That is going to be a clutch at bat possibility. So let's see. That will be Oakland's clutch at bat possibility. That is 35. So who is that? Sal Bando has the chance. He's a B plus going against an A plus pitcher. So he needs a 54 to have the clutch at bat. And he does not get the clutch at bat. And he will pop out to the infield, caught for the third out, no runs on no hits, and we are scoreless heading to the bottom of the top of the third inning. That's a 2-3-6, a 2-3-6 for LA, and a 2-3-6 is, are they a strong batting team? So are the Dodgers a strong batting team? Yes, they are, or are they? No, they're not. Shaky pitcher, no runs on no hits to a pop fly to center field. All right, let's see what Oakland can do here. That's a 2-5-5, a 2-5-5. Strong batting team. Oakland is a strong, yep, they are a strong batting team. The pitch is taken deep and is gone. A home run. Let's see how many runs that home run hits. I'm going to roll both dice. The red and white will be 63, so that will be run scored 63. That's a 3-run home run. A 3-run home run, and that is hit by 13. Gene Tennis with the 3-run homer for the Oakland Athletics, and that gives the Athletics a 3-0 lead heading into the top of the fourth inning. Big blast by Gene Tennis. Let's see if the Dodgers can counter. That's a 2-3-3. A 2-3-3 pop out to the second baseman. Inning is over with no runs and no hits. See if Oakland can build on that momentum from the last inning. That is a 3-4-4. 3-4-4 is the poorest fielding team. They are not. We're going to go routine grounder for the out. No runs on no hits. And we head to the top of the fifth inning. The Dodgers are down 3-0. Oakland, the hometown team, is looking to advance in game 5. That's a 1-4-5 for the Dodgers. 1-4-5. Soft hit over the infield is tracked down by the shortstop. No hits and no runs. And things are starting to get a little sketchy here for the Dodgers as they really need to make something happen. Oakland comes to the plate. That's a 1-2-2 for Oakland. That's a fielder's choice following a walk. That's no runs on 1 hit. And folks, we head to the 6th inning. The Dodgers have 1 hit total. Oakland has 4 hits, but 1 3-run home run by Gene Tennis is the difference right now as we head into the top of the 6th inning. That's a 1-3-5. Second baseman snags a line drive to end the inning, and the Dodgers go down without scoring a run, and things are starting to look bleak for the LA Dodgers. Let's see what Oakland can do here. That is going to be a 6-6-6. That is a clutch at bat possibility. So let's see who that clutch at bat could be. That's 43. That clutch at bat is Claudell Washington. He's a B. He is going up against an A-plus pitcher. He's a B. He needs a 55 for this to be a clutch at bat. It is not a clutch at bat, and it is batter strikes out. Oakland does not score, but they still take a 3-0 lead in the top of the seventh inning. The Dodgers 2-5-6. 2-5-6. That is pitcher fields the ball, tosses to first to end the inning, and the Dodgers come up short. Right now, folks, it is Vida Blue pitching a one-hitter against the LA Dodgers in Game 5, a deciding Game 5. Gene Tennis has hit a 3-run homer for Oakland, which is the difference. And we now, after the seventh inning stretch, the Oakland fans are on their feet and they can taste advancement. That is a 4-6-5. A 4-6-5 is going to, let's see, let's make sure that's right. 4-5-6, sorry. 4-5-6, that could be a clutch at bat. So Oakland could really be slamming the door shut here. Let's see if it's who's up for the clutch at bat. It's a 51. That is going to be Bill North. He's a B plus. They are still against Messerschmidt, who's an A plus. So he needs a 54 here for this to be a clutch at bat, and it is not. And in fact, he goes down swinging. And the Oakland Athletics are 6 outs away from advancing to the next round. So the Dodgers come to the plate. It is a 2-3-4 for the Dodgers. 2-3-4. They are not a weak batting team. The pitcher is not tough. So that could be, it might be, it is a home run for the LA Dodgers. So, folks, let's see what kind of home run this is. Uh-oh, that's going to be a good home run. 53. That is a 2-run blast. And let's see who hit that home run for the Dodgers. That is 41 for the Dodgers. That is Ron Cey again. That's his 3rd home run of the series. And folks, that is amazing. The Dodgers score 2. It is now 3-2 as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Ron Cey has been a dynamite player over the last couple of games. So LA will come in with their bullpen now. No, they can stick with Smith. So they're going to stick with Messerschmidt. That's a 1-3-6 for Oakland. A 1-3-6. Shortstop fires to end the inning. No runs on no hits. And folks, it comes down to this. The top of the 9th inning. Oakland will bring in Raleigh Fingers, their A-plus closer. The Dodgers will come to the plate, and let's see what they can do. The crowd is on their feet, folks. It is 3-2. Game deciding, series deciding. Here it goes. That is a 2-3-6. A 2-3-6 is, are they a strong batting team? They are a strong batting team? No, not for this at bat. Are they a shaky pitching team? No. Wow, folks, if that die had been an odd number die, they would have been a strong hitting team, or not at bat anyhow. But no, folks, that is a fly out to center field to end the inning and the game. And the Oakland Athletics advance 3-2, leaving Ron Cey's 3 home runs over the past 2 games as a nice highlight, but not the final result they were looking for. So appreciate you guys for watching. Pass this along to all your friends. And until next time, everybody, be safe.